What's up, guys? It's your girl, Angel Marie from All the Above, and I'm joined here today by emcee TJ4Play.
What's good, y'all? How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, so happy to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. How was your weekend? How is the holiday season? What you got going on?
Holiday season has been pretty good this year. I was able to get something that my significant other really needed, which was helpful.
Oh, what was it? No, I'm playing. Don't
Gentleman
want to get no
gentleman
spoilers.
never tells.
Right answer.
But
he's media trained.
I would say like over the weekend, visited some family, was able to go to a couple of shows. Part of a lot of the stuff in the community, like the Delaware County and Philadelphia scene, being up here for so long. So tried to support as much as I could with that.
Oh, so you was a little busy out here in these streets.
Try to be. I try to be. Yeah, this time of year especially. Try to be.
Yeah, it's a lot happening this time of year. I feel like I always tell Kev this is my busy season because I like to stay in the house. I'm a couch potato and a hermit crab. But the holidays, you will see me outside just a little bit. Just a little bit. So you ready to start this interview?
Absolutely.
So first and foremost, what inspired you to pursue a career in music?
A couple of things. I would say the first thing that really inspired me, I always was somebody that was around music. I grew up in the church, so I was involved in not just choir because I couldn't really sing that well. So I was my church was very small, so actually we would play CDs and discs for our praise and worship. So I was in charge of that. So at a young age, I got a chance to kind of be an early disc jockey and understand like the types of songs that get people to move around, the types of songs people need to, like the way that people react to music, really. But the second and more major thing that really pushed me into becoming an artist was watching a Kid Cudi TED Talk during the pandemic. It actually was about him saying just to try different things because in high school he played basketball, he was in drama, and then found music, and that was the thing that he just felt like was his passion. And for whatever reason, I felt like the urge that day to write a song. And then that was May of 2021. So I've just been taking it one step at a time since then.
So 21 was pretty much when you really dived into it?
Absolutely.
I would have thought you were a seasoned vet, like years, like seeing your footage and the way you rap, like you guys will hear later. We'll talk about that.
I would say that's really one of the earlier motivations why I kept going, because I realized that, when you start something, you're usually going to suck at it. The first thing I put out, people were like, "Oh, this is okay." Like they didn't say it was bad.
You have a
like,
natural
They were
talent.
like, "Oh, this is actually like I can see the potential. I can see where this is going." So that was something early on that really pushed me to keep going.
Yeah, shout outs to you. Now, we have to get into this because I'm sure everyone is probably curious as well. You go by the name TJ4Play, and you always say your name is a joke, but you're not. So I need you to tell all of our listeners the reasoning behind TJ4Play.
Well, ironically, it was a way to pay homage to one of my late friends. Actually, he passed away today about 9 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And that was a nickname that he gave me in college. So it was something that I was like, okay, if I thought of a rap name, I kind of wanted it to be something that was a misdirection to people. Because the way that I look and the way that I sound, I know that it's going to throw people off anyway. So I really wanted the name to be a misdirection too. Like that kind of plays all into the branding that I go after as an artist.
Yeah, that's actually very smart marketing because it makes people want to figure out who you are. It's like a mystery. Do people automatically like misassume and think that you're into like XXX rated or raunchy things because of your name? And then they're like, whoa.
I've had interviews before where people have asked that. They're like, why don't you do this? And I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm like, again, I always got to default with the answer, like, I look like this.
Right. You're like,
that probably wouldn't be a good fit for me.
And you also like to be introduced as an MC.
Yes.
And a lot of people also confuse that with other things as well. Do you want to break that down for our listeners?
Sure. Yeah. So MC, a lot of times when I say that, people are like, oh, you like plan events and you're like the host, you run stuff. And I'm like, well, I do, but in a different sense. Like I'm an MC in like the 80s, 90s hip hop era of mic checker, like somebody that moves the crowd, somebody that has a message in their music and also, walks the walk off the stage.
Exactly.
Where your things you're saying on the stage, you're also living that life off the stage of really trying to find ways to empower your message and get your community to continue to grow.
Yeah, shout out to you. And when it comes to your music, what kind of message do you like to relate through your music? What do you hope your audience gets out of it when they hear TJ4Play songs?
Surface level, people like the lyrics and the voice because I pitch my voice up an octave, but people that are really, really tuned in and paying attention to what I'm doing will start to see that there's a lot of messages, again, of like counterculture things and a lot of messages of me just holding a mirror to society and just the way that I view the world.
Now, I'm curious, the fact that you say you pitch your voice up an octave, is that intentional? Like, what's the reasoning behind that? Is it because it gauges the audience better?
It was like the same way French fries got invented. It was just an accident. I was
Wait, I was not expecting that.
I was sitting in the studio and was working on a song with my producer, and he was just like, no, this something doesn't sound right. Like, try pitching your voice down. We tried that. It didn't work. Try pitching your voice up. And then for whatever reason, like, we just really love the way that it sounded. It's definitely something that differentiates my music from other artists and other hip hop artists, because it's a voice that you really don't really hear often. And I always get compared to older MCs like Booty Brown and what's the other one that I hear all the time? Crazy Bone, I've heard when I was in New York.
Okay.
I don't really sing like that, but it's just because it's a voice that's higher pitched.
Yep.
People just, those are the two that they first think of.
Yeah, we normally don't hear those type of pitches and octaves at all. Now, the fact that you did start in 2021, in a way, that could be like a long time ago, or it could still be fairly new in the music industry. But even still, that gives a lot of room for like evolution. How do you feel like your music has evolved since you first started?
The biggest thing with where my music has moved from 2021 to now, I would say, is in the use of emotion and more, I would say, better control of it.
Nice.
Like when I started, that was another thing as why I wanted to become a writer, was because I used to hold everything inside, internalize. So there were a lot of things that I wanted to get off my chest before I really started to hone the craft. And once I started to do that, now I'm moving more intentional with what emotions I'm trying to purvey and trying to get out of the audience.
I can dig that. So as a music artist, how would you say you define your sound? I know that you said that you pitch it up an octave, you like to switch things up, but is there anything else that you feel kind of separates you? Because especially nowadays with the hype of social media, anybody nowadays want to call themselves a music artist. So it's like you have 10 times the competition that people had back in the day. Is there anything else that you try to do to stand out amongst everyone else?
I mean, there are a few things that I would say that I do differently. I mean, in terms of hip hop, a lot of people will use backing tracks and have their voice in the background. For me, I'm very old school with it. Like, I'll have a beat and I'll have the hook, maybe some doubles in it, but like when you hear me rapping, it's me rapping live. And then incorporating bands, live instrumentation. I have a lot of musician friends that I love to collaborate with. Started a band this year, did a couple of gigs, so really trying to push that more next years to come.
Oh, you are really out here in like the music industry. I love the fact that it also sounds like you're bringing back that old school element, because I always tell Kev, I feel like I'm old school too. Like, I was like, everyone's music sounds the same now. It's like all trying to catch that TikTok virality moment. And it's like, I love that your music just sounds very authentic and true. Speaking of, we have to get into your music. So can you tell us about your song Stedman?
Yes, I can. So again, to play onto the old school vibe, the song was called Stedman because of the hook. I repeat, you get a bar was an ode to Oprah Winfrey's You Get a Car, look under your seats. So I always, when I do that show or do that song live at shows, people are always like, I'm like, who knows who Oprah Winfrey is? Most people do. So that's a good way to get the song out to people. And the hook is very, very catchy. So it's one of those songs that I really think is going to be a rocket ship for me one day.
Yeah.